Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm giving all the power, the glory, the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Mashem, woman like Yahweh Shai. This brother Sirach come back in and cloak through the spirit and power and the glory of the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And this prophet was cloak is, are you watching? Because we got to be watching and seeing what's going on in these last days. You can't be on the couch sitting, flipping your toes and doing things that don't matter in this time. You got to be watching what's going on and literally measuring out the times that we live in. All right, because the Most High literally says that watching is literally a commandment of the Most High in these last days. People think, oh, if it's not in the law, it's not a commandment. But the Most High said, I come in the volume of the book. He literally states, you gotta watch. It's gonna be a quick cut to the spirit. But like I was saying, you gotta measure the times. Let's get this real quick. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 9 in verse 1. He says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told you before. So literally, you gotta be measuring the time. You gotta really be watching what's going on in this world. All matter of famine, all matter of tumults, all matter of war. All this war coming on, the rumors of war, Russia and Ukraine was happening, Taiwan and China, all these battles in the east, it's all gonna come to the west in a minute. And if you're not watching, if you're not prepared, if you're not knowing what's going on, how can you measure out the time? All right, we gotta be watching this thing. Let's get this. Let's get Matthew. Matthew 25 and 13. And it reads this. It says, Matthew chapter 25 and 13, it says, watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. So we don't know when the Son of Man gonna crack open the sky and all matter of hell finna break loose in this thing. You don't know when this time is gonna come. If you're not watching the rumors of wars, you're not watching the brink of the dollars on the crash, you're not watching famine, you're not watching the famine of the word is coming, you're not watching these things, not in the media, or you don't have these different outlets that you have on social media that you're just using for fun. Literally, the Most High let Esau make the social media so it could be easier for us to watch. You have to get these certain follow these certain pages. All praise to the Most High. The Most High does that. Let's get this. It's Revelations chapter 3 and verse 2. It reads this. It says, be watchful and strengthen the things which remain. So we literally gotta put on that armor. You gotta be in that armor. You gotta be in that prepare mode. Prepare for battle. Prepare for your spiritual for your spirit. It's a spiritual battle in this thing. We gotta prepare the things. It says, and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. For I have not found thy works perfect before Yahweh. So we gotta literally prepare everything. Anything that you're lacking in, anything that your mind is not is sick in, you gotta correct it. If you lusting, if you fornicating, if you lying, if you smoking, if you doing all these things, you gotta correct that thing. It says, remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. So literally, the Most High said he gonna come like a thief in the night. So a thief in the night. You don't know when a thief been plotting on you. You don't know how many circling around the block the thief did. You don't know how many the thief did canvassing. He really was scoping out the spot, getting his details. He learning all these things. We watch these movies. These thieves be literally planning for months and months. They just don't act on things. They literally be planning. Oh, they got their plan. They going, oh, you gonna do this. They get their team together. Okay, you gonna do that. Get on this. Get on that. Hey, we seen the what's the movie Takers? Hey, they was literally doing that. They had a whole plan going on. And that's how the Most High is. He got his plan. Are you watching? Are you watching what's going on in the news? Are you watching what's going on in different places? Are you watching what's going on over in China, Taiwan, Russia, Iran, Iraq, and all these different places? Are you just watching sports all day? Are you cuddled up? Are you doing all the matter of who knows what in these last days? You got to be watching. Gotta be in your right mind, because the Most High laid it all out. If you're not watching, you're not praying, you're not fasting, you're not reading, you're not gonna know what's going on. You know, because people, all these, a lot of people say, yeah, I could feel we in the last days. You should know we in the last days. If people always say, yeah, it feel like it, yeah, I know, or they know, but if you probably ask them, they don't really know how, or don't know what's the signs of the last days. You know, but if you're reading reading the scriptures, the Most High is plainly letting you know what is going to happen in these last days. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 42, and it reads this. It says, "Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had not have known in the watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up." So literally the Most High is literally saying, if you know what's going on, which he laid it out. He literally laid it out and said this was going to happen in the last days, and watch and what's going on. He ain't just, oh, everybody's out here to fend for themselves. No, the Most High is a merciful, compassion, the smartest our brain can't even comprehend the level he's on. He laid it out for us. We got to understand. We got to be watching. You got to be praying. You got to be fasting. You know, you got to be understanding the times that we living in. Because like he said, if you was watching, he says, what did he say? "But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up." So if you smart, if you in your right mind, you gonna understand. You gotta be watching what's going on. You do not want the thief to come in and take all your stuff. You gonna have your alarm set. You gonna have your dogs out. You gonna have your shotgun at the door. You gonna set your house up like Home Alone, like Macaulay Culkin. That's his name. The little white boy, Kevin. You gonna set your house up like Kevin, because Kevin, he was on the watch. You gotta be like Kevin in this thing. You can't be home alone, not thinking, not knowing somebody's plotting on your house. You gotta be just like Kevin in this thing, in righteousness. He was literally on it. He seen them, he scoped them out, he was watching, and he knew what was going on. And that's how we gotta be in this truth. We can't not go out like these people that don't know what's going on. They come back, their whole house has been raided. There's nothing left. All right, you don't want to be that person. You want to be watching. You want to be circumspect. You gotta be on the swivel. You gotta be on all that. This 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 7. It reads thus. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." So we literally got to be sober and still. You can't be high at your mind, pilled up, leaned up, dozing, and thinking you gonna know what's going on. No, you gotta be sober. You gotta be knowing. You gotta have your eyes clear. You can't have that weed all in your head, because when you smoking weed, we all could attest, if you had smoked weed, you don't want to do a damn thing but eat and chill and relax. You don't lean, you drowsy. You like this, you can't do nothing. You damn near, you sleep in this thing. You walking dead in this thing. You really sleepwalking when you in this, you high off your mind. You gotta be sober. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand," because literally the end is here. The end of the world is here. It's been here. How much more does the Most High gotta show you? How much more signs that the Most High gotta show you before you start watching? It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. But ye," you, us, me, we, therefore sober and watch unto prayer. So we gotta be watching, praying, be sober, not drunk off of Babylon, not in folly. not up all night doing who knows what. Not watching Netflix all day. You know, everybody is a victim to it. Sometimes you just doing all matter. It don't folly. You know, you gotta be watching in this thing. That's the thing. You gotta be watching. You gotta be praying. You gotta be fasting, man. Because you don't want the Most High to come at you like a thief in the night when He laid it all out for us. You gotta know. You gotta be smart about this thing. The Most High laid it out for us. He gave us all the signs. You gotta read upon it, learn it, see it, go back. Okay, this is happening. That is happening. Check it off. Check it off, and keep it pushing. It says first. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 6. It says. Verse 6, it says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So literally, it's literally, you go figuratively, but also spiritually. Because a lot of people are asleep spiritually and don't know what's going on. It's sleep to the veil of what the United States of America put on you. America put on you. That the world powers put on you. You're not seeing. That's, they do that a lot too in this society. When things is going on over here, they got a so-called challenge going on right here, and everybody face that everybody's swiping on, everybody's looking at, everybody's liking, everybody's got their cameras out doing, but something behind closed doors is really, really happening. That happens a lot. When the next challenge going on, and whatever it is, singing, dancing, whatever it is, and everybody's into it. Look what's going on in politics. Look what's going on in world news, and see what type of things they trying to push. See what type of things they trying to pass. See what type of things is going on. Because a lot of times when they have something, it's like a so-called magic trick. Because these magicians, they not real. These magicians are not these people that's Las Vegas or on your boardwalk or whatever showing you tricks. It's an illusion. Something is going on right here while they doing something right here to make you distracted and voila. It's plain. And that's what the world is. He put people to sleep about that. But the Most High said what? But let us watch and be sober. So stop getting them runts and the zazas and the trees. Stop sipping on that lean. Get in your Fago, get in your Sprite, your soda. Stop getting the pints and the lean and the pills and the perks and the Xannies. It's like it in the Xans. Stop it. It's not that time. It's really time for what? It's literally time to get your mind right, get your spirit right. Gear up for war. It's a spiritual battle, and it's also gonna be a physical battle. Because what? Because the Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. The famine of the word. Get the word while it's hot. Because we in an era of what? Microwave babies. Me and my rib was just looking at that. Literally, microwave babies are literally basically millennium kids. Because everything is so fast. So this word is coming and it's finna leave. So get it while it's hot. So what it says, what? And read again. It says 1 Thessalonians 5 and 6. Therefore, let us not sleep. So don't be asleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So we can't be sleeping out here. You don't. Just look like this. If you don't want to be this, it's the last precept of the Spirit. This is Matthew. Matthew chapter 26 and 40. You don't want to be like this. This is Matthew 26 and 40, and it reads thus. It says, and he coming unto the disciples and finding them asleep, and saying unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? So the Most High is like, you couldn't watch for 1 hour? You asleep. You dead asleep when I asked you to watch. And that's what the Most High gonna say. Hey, you wasn't watching? You wasn't watching so-and-so? You wasn't watching Yasha Allah? Israel, you wasn't watching? You wasn't watching Jake and Eve? You wasn't watching? You gotta be watching. And it says, watch, verse 41, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So we can't be falling asleep in this thing. We literally at the last stretch. The brothers always say we at the 100 meters. We literally at the 100-meter mark. We at the curve or whatever. We at the 200. We almost there. We literally at the last stretch, the fourth quarter. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The clock is running out, and it's almost time that the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to return. And you're not going to like his return if you're not watching, you're not praying, and your spirit not right, and you're not fasting, and you're not praying this thing. All right, Israel. Lord willing, there was an edifying video through the spirit of the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach like Yahushua. This is Brother Cyrus. I want Israel to endure in this thing in these last days and watch and pray. Watch what's going on in the politics and the economics in the world. All right. Kwame Shalom. Shalom.